Hello, people.
Hi
We're here again.
guys.
What I realized is that adulting one again. Adulting one is still
You
at
made
zero.
yeah, you made the right decision. Hi guys, welcome to another episode.
Hello, people. Welcome to this amazing podcast. To another weekend of unwinding with us. We're really glad to have you here.
How are you? Today's Sunday, and is it the beginning of a new week or the end of
Well, we're unwinding, so we're both ending a new week and
and
looking forward to the
starting?
next week, to the next one.
Sure.
We've conquered another week.
Okay.
How was your week?
My week was really good actually. It was really good. I work in finance, accounting, and month end is usually very busy for us. So this last week was the beginning of the busy week, and yeah, we had some things that we finished, some projects that we finished during the week. So my boss and my boss's boss took us out to a dinner on Friday, and it was a good time. It was good time. It was real fun. There was a lot to eat. I'm the only lady in my team, by the way, so it was fun. There was a lot to eat, a lot to drink, a lot of banter, a lot of insult to each other. It was fun. It was a good time. But the rest of the week was just eh.
Decided to go
Oh,
bad.
yes. So I was studying, and then he just walked in and says, "Oh yeah, internet is on." Okay, it is. Oh, okay. And he went downstairs. He came downstairs and saw that all the sockets were off. Apparently, so if I don't know what he did, the sockets came back up. The internet. I'm come to think of it, my laptop is still not connected to the internet. I'll figure that out. Anyway, the every other thing is working, apart from the TV. And the TV is one of the most expensive things in this house. So I'm wondering, yeah, what's going on here? But it's back on now. Glory be to God.
Okay.
The funny
So
thing
you
is,
reclaimed adulting.
yeah, us one, adulthood zero. Anyway, apart from the devil wanting to rear his ugly head by stealing this television, my week was pretty decent. It wasn't too busy. This coming week is going to be busier than last week for me, but yeah, the rest of the week was good. And they ended on a good note. I had some wine. It was good. It was
Okay.
good. Yeah. How was your week?
My week was good. I had an interesting week. I went to my manager's office, wanted to tell him something. I could see he was trying to do like some mental calculations. So he was like, give me a moment. And then I could see him doing the mathematics in his head. And I just wanted to interrupt him, like burst into a song.
These Gen Z people, I don't know.
Just burst
I
into a
don't know.
song. Or just do something. Because like I'm pretty sure if it was you or if it was one of my brothers, I am definitely sure that I am doing that. But I just stood there silently. And I had to tell him that the restraint that it took me not to interrupt him. I told him. So, anyways, what I realized is that adulting one again. Adulting one is still at zero.
Yeah, you made the right decision.
Yeah, aside from work though, I woke up with an air pain on Monday. So I went to the
You guys,
hospital
I wish you could see my
and
face
found
right
out
now.
that I had swimmers here. Now, in the bid to fill my life with other activities, I swim every Fridays. Tell me why I'm waking up on a Monday morning with an infection. It wasn't intense pain, but at this age, where you notice any little thing, just go check it.
And that's another thing, right? Like just finding out things like this, and you're like,
one of the things of adulting is taking your health seriously. So, in case you do not, if you notice anything, go to the clinic.
for you adults, all youngins, we don't do that. We figure it out. We wait a couple of days
Right.
to see if things start feeling better, and if they do, why? Why do we have to go to the hospital?
Well, let's just say I didn't go to the pool last week, but I'm going this week.
That's an interesting week. Treating an infection. Okay.
The weirdest part of it was I stood up, I was about to open the door, and she goes, "Do you know what a cauliflower looks like?" I'm like, "Yeah." She said, "Okay, so if your hair looks like that, go to the yeah." I'm like, wait, what? So it was a good thing I came then. I can imagine not coming to the hospital, and then if I'd left it to fester, it could actually have gotten bad. So again, if you notice any little thing,
Sorry, start again.
go to the clinic.
If you're an adult,
Whether you're adult or
and you
young,
notice anything,
go to
now
the
you can
clinic.
go on. Okay. It's like when we're asking about like the week. The week is not even like, I mean, at work, everybody, we are there together, so we know how your week is going. But like every weekend, and my colleagues try to like ask, like, especially on Friday, oh, so do you have any plans this weekend? And this week our weather has been good.
Yeah.
I think a little bit last week, so it was good. It was good last weekend anyway.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the week. And they'll ask, oh, so what are you doing this weekend? I'm like, I'm either cooking for my family, cleaning my house, getting ready for the next week, doing laundry, we're going to get groceries, or going to buy something, or I'm studying. Every time. Instead of explaining where I'm cleaning and cooking, like a whatever, I just tell them I'm studying. Like, oh, that's no fun. I'm like, yeah, some of us are adults. We have to deal with these things.
You should tell them that now you podcast, so that's a fun thing.
True. I guess that's one of the important reasons why we kind of decided to find expression by starting this podcast, because you just find out that you are just going in cycles,
motions,
right? Like just you are just going through like the motions, and you just wake up on Monday. It's a blur. I'm not even kidding you. The entire week is a blur for the most part, Monday to Friday, because you're either thinking of work tasks, or maybe you have to do, I mean, for me, I have school runs. I have to keep track of, okay, they're doing this in their school this week. We have to wear this on this day, or not wear this on that day, and things like that. But there's just a lot that's keeping you busy.
You've got 24 hours. You've got to sleep 7 hours. That's what they say. So that you need to do your 9 to 5. You need to have a life outside of the 9 to 5. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to do this. And you need to do that.
You guys, 24 hours. Let us know if we are making a fuss about this. If like your 24 hours is too much time for you. Honestly, do you think that there are people that like 24 hours is just too much for them? Like they don't have anything to fill their days with.
I don't think that it is too much, but I think some people have found a way to maximum.
We're not rich.
It's not maybe. That's one of the problems, because think about it. All the cooking and cleaning, that takes a lot of time. Imagine if it is outsourced.
I saw a post by Saturday Dank. Shout out to Dank, and she was like, "Yeah, it's true that money doesn't buy happiness, but it helps you. It elevates your life in like 5 ways." That one of the things she was listing was that it helps her to outsource, and then she can focus on expressing herself and just following. There's a video, I remember this, one of this reality TV, that they asked the lady what she wanted to do. She's like what our goal in life is. She said our goal is to pursue a peace of mind. That's a good goal to have, honestly. Honestly,
your peace of mind is very, very important.
Because on this adulthood street, it feels like there's a lot to do every freaking time. This meme that you see on Instagram, I probably like that. I get how you have to be responsible and everything, but every day, that's a bit excessive. Honestly, like, why do you have to have things to do every day?
I know. I mean, that's why there is this adulthood is scam. Although I have an unpopular opinion about that, but that's story for another day.
Wait, you don't think adulthood is a scam?
Yeah, I have some thoughts about.
What's the one good thing that comes with adulthood for you?
I think yes, I agree that adulting comes with so much drama and all of that. But to be honest, I like being able to make my decisions. I want to say being in control of my day, but I realize I'm not entirely 100% in control of my day. But yeah, I'm not with the term adulthood is a scam. I think we call it a scam because we created expectations, and it's not like somebody gave us expectations. We created it in our minds. And then we showed up and it was like, this is not what I expected. And that's why we feel like, what is scam? So it wasn't like, it has always been like that. We just didn't know it. We just had these expectations that we created. So adulthood is just adulthood.
See, you guys, I definitely think that adulthood is a scam, honestly.
Why is it a scam?
Maybe
you? What did they promise you?
Exactly. So if you think of it in that sense, like you're not fulfilling your that getting what you thought you were going to get. Because again, when we were younger, when I'm an adult, I can make all the decisions. Nobody controls me. I can go out when I want to. I can do it. That's not it for me. I mean, I acknowledge that bit. Like, it's because we had these expectations and they are not met. That's why it feels like a scam. But beyond that, I genuinely feel like adulthood is a scam because it just takes from you, right? I won't say that I have one good reason to want to be an adult.
Yeah.
Like even you saying that you can make decisions for yourself for the most part. I don't want to do that. Like I don't see why I should have to make those decisions, because there's some important decisions that you have to make, and yeah, just like, okay, can't somebody else just make it and I'll just follow? It's easier.
Okay, let's leave it for this part 2. Let's have this adulting conversation again. I do have one question about adulting. In case you haven't noticed, what we're talking about
today. We probably should. You know how pastors will say, would have started preaching, for those of you that like to take titles or like to take notes, the title of today's episode is Adulthood.
Or whatever.
Make a title.
We are talking about adulting. So,
is adulting an English word? Or it's just a social construct and everybody has just accepted it as a word?
It is lifing, adulting. There's so many of those words now. I love it. But I actually love it. Adulting is a very nice word. So, you know, like when things were yes, we agree that things were much different when you're younger. You had people making decisions for you. Your worries were different. Definitely the time frame.
You almost did not have any worries. Are you joking?
Yeah, I did.
So what was your worries as a child?
Well,
you did not like your school?
Making friends.
What?
You didn't have any school worries. You didn't have worries. But, you know, like you didn't have all those best friend stories. Today, this person is my best friend. Tomorrow, this person is my best friend.
Oh, please.
You didn't have issues. There was no bullying, passing your exams, all those things. So
I've been pretty smart. So yeah, didn't struggle. But I honestly, maybe I'm just not digging deep enough because I don't have like memories from growing up like that. So I don't remember. I mean, maybe I had worries in my teenage years because of my life experiences, but not necessarily.
No, not being able to watch TV every time you want to watch it. Like now in my house now, once it's 9 o'clock, NTN News, whatever it is you're watching, my father switches to 9 p.m.
I mean,
so those were some worries. Like, oh my god, imagine you're in the middle of one Kyle XY, or is it Desperate Housewives or Heroes? All those things we used to watch then.
Yeah.
Once it's 9 o'clock, my father was like, it's news time, and I didn't enjoy. Now I can't believe that now I willingly listen to the news or I look for news.
I remember those days truly.
I definitely
again, and I'm sure you guys let us know what period of your life is doing it better for you, adulthood or being a child. Me, forever and never will choose being a child, because all the stresses that I go through now, even the fact that I have to get out of the bed and feel pains in like different parts of my body that I cannot explain.
Welcome.
30 plus
30s.
It's the actual ghetto. Speaking of adulthood, when we were talking about one thing that stood out to us this week, well, maybe not during the week, like yesterday, I felt like getting pancakes, not making it in the house, right? So I ordered breakfast on Uber Eats, and I'm shaming because it pissed me off. So I ordered breakfast, right? And I was trying to decide. I decided and ordered the food. And for some weird reason, I just looked at the delivery address. And it was one weird address. I don't even know where that is. Like, I've never put that address in for my delivery because I've never been to this place, right? So I tried to cancel. They're like, no, you can't cancel. Like, literally, like 1 minute after placing the order, I can't cancel. Like, no, not cancel. I tried to change my delivery address. I can't change my delivery address. Okay. I tried again, said no, they can't change the delivery address. That the only option is for me to cancel. So I tried to cancel, said okay. They sent me like a message, but for some reason I was distracted. The total bill was $70 something cents, right? And the food itself came to about $65. So in my head, I'm like, I thought they were going to charge me the difference of $5. I'm like, okay, no problem, go ahead. I cancel it. Then I slept, like everybody moved on. I forgot about it. And for some reason, I couldn't still change. Even till now, I can't change my delivery address on Uber Eats. It's so weird. So I can't even order anything, right? But I used Ernie's phone to order the food. This morning, I woke up and got an email that I had been charged $65, the cost of the food. I'm like, what do you take me for? I look at them, I have to pay for this. What's going on here? Why am I paying for food I did not get? And then I texted them or chatted them. What? The person that I spoke to, I like that. oh yeah, the way it works is a system generated charge once you've ordered the food and
But
you
the
put
food,
it in.
did it deliver it to the
Nope.
address? It wasn't. So
Nope. That once immediately you place the order, that the merchant has started preparing the food. So to compensate them, you have to pay the full. They will charge you the full fee, the full cost of the food. I'm like, how do you compensate somebody by charging for something they did not deliver? That makes no sense. And it was literally 1 minute after placing the order. How is this that they've made all that breakfast? And of course, I still ordered the food using some other my husband's phone, and it came
so
20 minutes after. It wasn't like the food was.
So it was still the same merchant. It was still
They wouldn't have even started making, because it's not like fast food that is already done. So this is pancakes, waffles, eggs, and things like that. So it wasn't like the food was ready. They pack and send out, right? They had to cook it. Anyway, they charged me $65. I'm like, I'm too young for this. This is why I don't like adulthood. If I was still a child, that would be my father's problem or my mother's problem, not mine. Because why am I paying $65 for food I didn't even get? Adulthood 2. Are they doing
one? There was one because you won the TV one.
Well, yeah, eventually.
Yeah, I know I said the term adulthood is a scam. I'm not 100%, but yes, I definitely had better experience. The childhood was better. I mean, for one of the major ones is in the shower. I don't know what made me think about it sometime during the week. I just realized that I spend less time in the shower now than I used to. Childhood / early 20s. I remember back then, shower time was a whole concert for me. I have one favorite memory from one of my shower times. Aside from much younger, I used to compose like songs. I have so many choruses. Do I remember them after the? No, do you get, like, I had plenty original songs. Do I remember them after I shower? Most likely not. But did I compose them while I was in the shower? Yes. But one of my favorite memories was, this was actually when I just got into corporates. We just moved. We just got the apartment. Our first apartment was this. It was more like, okay, we're not there yet, but it looks like we're getting there. Young people doing their thing. We had a job. We could pay our bills. Things were shaping up, and I was feeling good. And then, so where I was working, there are like other companies in the same building as well. Companies with leaner teams, so everyone just interacted with each other. And then, so these other guys came and asked, they wanted to do this. There's this thing, Nigerians, not all Nigerians, but people do. It's like a cooperative. People just contribute a certain amount of money. Then they split it on, like, someone takes this month, someone else takes next month. just so that you can have bulk money if you want to do something like intense. So it's just,
I wonder if it, like a cooperative society.
It was actually a small amount, like 10K. So we're going to do like 5 people. So it was just going to be for like 5 months. And so me, I was like, I don't need the money now. I don't. At that time, I was good. Bills were paid. I was like, I don't need money. I'll take last. And then the following day, I was in the shower. And this was a point where I started to think about money and all those things. I was in the shower and I thought about it like, that's not smart, because if I actually request to take the money first, yes, I don't need it, but I could take the money first, invest the money. So invest the money. So that way I'm already making money that I haven't even earned work for me, instead of waiting till I actually have the old cash. So I'm like, so I go back to them and I'm like, you know what? And I said I want to take last, but I want to take first. And they're like, okay, well, we can move it around for you. But
and this thought came in the shower.
It came in the shower. It was, I don't know. I just thought about it recently. Like,
I feel like what you're trying to say is that felt like your me time, like your alone time, like nothing else kind of mattered in the world. It was your small space of, we'll deal with whatever is happening after this time.
Yeah, shower time was amazing.
I mean,
not always amazing too, because it was also it was just a space where I've
alone
did all my emotions. Yeah, because there was my mom is.
We have that in common.
And I remember the time when, like, the grief period, the shower time was that was one of the times the shower time started to change for me. The shower was where I cried, and then I would sit in the shower, cry, and then dry my eyes. Hope that the water will clean
comes out right now.
Come out, so I use the shower time for everything. While it was shower for me, I think for other people it would have been other things, different times. Thinking about that, it feels like that's one of the things that adulthood has rubbed off for me, because now I just go into the shower, I wake up with just enough time to make it work. So just like I'm calculating the me. Sometimes the alarm starts ringing. I'm thinking, okay, do I need to get up now? If I sleep for 15 more minutes, I can do this and still make it out by this time. Like my alarms will ring, and instead of standing up, I'm mentally calculating like how many more minutes
I
sleep.
Like I'm sure like many people do it, but that's the most ridiculous thing ever because you are awake anyway.
Yeah, but right? Just stand up.
Yeah, awake. Because it takes the mental total, the mental capacity for you to calculate, oh, I can take 5 more minutes just to do what's being there. And then you now get up grudgingly and you're easing them like, oh, please, eventually I had to do it. Growing up, would I say, to start with, I grew up with a larger family, right? So there wasn't really anything special about shower time for me. It's just I think about things like in the weirdest moments. Like I can literally just be doing something and think about like very non-connected, very disconnected thoughts. Like I can be cooking and be thinking about something very weird. So, but I absolutely acknowledge what you're saying in that like now there's just a lot. Like I said earlier, it feels like 24 hours is not enough. Sometimes, if I'm being truthful, right? Sometimes I scroll like in the evenings, right? I'm in bed and I'm scrolling through the internet. And after spending an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours on my phone, I am telling myself, let me go by myself. I'm telling myself that this is not wise. Just go to bed. But then again, I'm also feeling like I've earned this because I've been responsible all day. Do you feel like this is my me time? You know how people like these memes on Instagram that people say that, oh, mothers catering to everybody during the day, and when it's time for them to sleep, your me time is your sleep time.
Yeah,
but it's not sleep because again, sleeping is a chore, and we'll talk about that some other time. But then the time that I'm supposed to get in bed to actually sleep, and then scrolling because I feel like I need to reward myself for being responsible the entire day. And then but it's true. Like you are just there's something to do every time. In the mornings, I wake up, and oh my god, I'm always jealous of people that don't have as much responsibilities. Because like when we talk in like my team, and my colleague is like, "Why you awake that early?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's just you. You just literally are a guy." You guys take all of 2.5 seconds in the bathroom, and then you throw away your shirt and you're out of the house and comb your hair or whatever. But because you have responsibility, I'm always trying to rush to get out of bed, get ready for work, ready for school. We are doing drop off, we are doing this, we are doing that, and thank God for like having helpers and having a responsible partner or husband and someone that is there that is able to help me throughout, like in the morning as well. But it feels like there's a lot to do every freaking time. Adulthood 1 actually adulthood 1 million.
Yeah, so I agree that it feels like we have gotten into the motions of things, and I think it also ties into another reason why we're doing this podcast, because it feels like you're just in the motions, you're just doing, it's like your days, you're on autopilot. So you wake up, you go to work, come back, your weekends are practically the same thing, and then you get to work on Monday morning, you try to have small talk with your colleagues and like anything fun this weekend, and you realize that I didn't do anything fun. But and then you see other people, they are talking about all the different things they're doing. Travel. And you're wondering like, how are you fitting all these extra things into your day?
That was my next question.
I actually think that there is a bit of intentionality that we also now have to start. If we have to start outsourcing some things, then I think.
Do you think genuinely, maybe we're not in a state that we can afford to outsource, and this is telling you people that please subscribe, like, share, so that we can get to that stage where we can actually outsource things. But yeah, I mean, I acknowledge the fact that maybe we're not in that space yet that we can, conveniently outsource this thing and not be worried about finances or calculating this and that. Or do you think that maybe we need to cut down on some things?
I think we need to cut down on. Okay, for example, for example, we said we're going to start doing the podcast, right? One of the things I was worried about is where we're going to find the time to fit it in. But this is the third time we're recording now. I think that if you count something very important to you, you will make our time for it. I know for a fact, like for me now on Saturdays, Do I wake up around 7? Yes. But do I get out of bed? I'm like, no, I'm not getting out of bed because like every morning I'm always jumping out of bed. So that's the time I give myself like I'm not going to jump out of bed. Most times I don't get up until 12. But the thing is, like yesterday, I knew that I had all of these things to do. It was one of the reasons I decided to work from home on Friday. So,
Adulthood again. If you do not believe that it is scam,
so it's like,
say
okay,
you're calculating.
yeah. So I started
because I will have things to do on
close
Saturday.
so
Let me do this on
so
Friday.
I can leave early. So that
That's why I went to do my nails on Friday.
Friday
So
as well,
actually,
yeah.
I actually work early to go get my nails done.
Left early, so because if I had to leave downtown before I got here, like they would probably be closing. So it made sense. Let me just work from home, go do the nails. So I know that is already out of the way. Typically, we will not get up in until 12. Decided, okay, was not. I think I wanted to get up like 9 self, but I was on the phone, so I waited till like 10.
Do you know that these things are things that you would have done anyway?
Yeah.
You've just found a way to rearrange it. So it comes back to the question that what can you really cut down on? It's not like you're cutting down on it. Maybe the only thing that you'll be sacrificing is that me time that you would have preferred. Right?
Saturday mornings, yeah.
Like on you would have generally preferred to be in bed, but you had to wake up early because you still had all these responsibilities waiting for you.
Yes, I agree that you cut down on certain things. I think we spend so much time on social media.
Yeah,
there is that.
I agree, but I also feel like me, and I'm not speaking for anybody.
I try not to because
I try not to, but I'm not even speaking for everybody. But I feel like that 1 hour, 2 hours on social media that I give myself sometimes when I can in the night is me kind of rewarding myself, especially like I call it distress. I'm not even sure that's the right word or and a proper English word. It's just I feel like I've been responsible all day, or I've had to, choose to do this thing rather than just be lazy.
Yeah.
So this was my own time of saying being lazy, or just don't care about anything. Just scroll on your phone. And mind you, this time that I'm using to scroll on my phone is because I've finished doing every other thing, right? Yeah. And it's the time that I should be resting. Although I now wake up, I get to sleep late in the night because I'm on my phone, and then wake up the next day with a massive headache. But will I continue? Probably not. Another thing I was thinking about recently, talking about like the adulthood, is I see like parents, especially in the abroad, right, that put their kids up in like different clubs, activities, and things like that. And honestly, I'm going to be keeping it. I feel guilty sometimes because I'm like, yeah, maybe I should be making more efforts to put that in things or put that in like different activities. But I'm also like, I've not even put an activity. It feels like I'm drowning. Where am I going to find the time? But like you said, if you count it as important, you're going to find the time.
You're going to figure it. That's one thing I'm learning. Like it's the same thing. Like swimming every Friday. It's very easy to be like, there's no time. But now, like it has become a routine for me. Like this Friday, that was another reason why I felt like, you know what? Why am I going to work today? I'm not going to, because that was one of the things I actually look forward to on Fridays when.
I mean, whatever works your boat, if that's what does it for you. But I also I get that, but it kind of puts you like in an impossible position, right? Because you have work. Most of these activities happen during work times. Either they are doing it 4 p.m. Because I'm like, why are you putting activities at 4 p.m.? Don't you want the parents to work? What's the plan? Because regular school closes between 2:40 to 3:20 and things like that, and they want the kids to actually get daytime to do the activities. But yeah,
I think it's a figure they don't have in school activities. So it's just something that she closes and then they just join them to do it. Like that's what my auntie does.
I personally believe that's the only way it can work, because again, our school is in town. I'm working my office and the car seat is in my own car. I'm working 20 minutes away. So if I'm going to leave my office to come get her from school to take her to another place, and the swimming classes used to be 4:30 that was last year when we put her in there. Anyway, the gist is there's just a lot of things that you kind of have to find a way to fit into your days, and when all that is about you is responsibilities, it kind of feels like you're going crazy
I
sometimes.
think that's why it feels like you're drowning. Because to be honest, I've been having better weeks now because I feel like I have things to look forward to. When I show you the podcast during the week, sometimes I'm even thinking about it. I'm thinking about, okay, what are we talking about? I have like tons of topics already. So trust me, we're here to stay. We are here to stay.
Now it sounds like we're making them our therapy. Like we're just coming here to distress. But yeah,
I mean, that's why we said now we're just unwinding. It's the end of a week, we're unwinding.
And lay it on us too. Lay it on us. Let us know like, how you're feeling. Let us know how adulthood is treating you.
What has adulthood robbed you of? Like, what is your shower time that the adulthood has taken away from you? That kind of thing, share with us. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
And let's figure out how to reclaim all this time. Because the honest truth, life has to be more than this. We have to have other things to look forward to. And the podcast, even though it looks like it started in a way, it's something that it's a thought that has been brewing. We just needed an avenue, an outlet, and it just seemed like a good idea. And it has, for me, it has actually been very good. There is always something to look forward to, no matter how tired I am.
I guess it's like to talk about tiredness. Like even when we want to record this, it's a decision. It's a conscious decision. Because I'd rather not, right? Not when I say I'd rather not, it feels like this is the time that I can wind down. Like why do I have to do anything? Because it feels like I've been doing anything. I've been doing something Monday to Saturday. Like Sunday, just don't do anything. But we just had to, or we have to, or I have to find a way to like find an outlet, right? There has to be more to life than responsibility. I think that is it for me. Yeah. Like 2025, there has to be more to life than responsibility.
I think when you start filling your days with things like that, I'm not even a great swimmer. I just learned last year, but I'm having such a fun time. It's when people, it gives me, on Fridays, I'm happy to go to work on Fridays because I am looking forward to how I'm going to end my day with that. I'm looking forward to how I'm going to end my week with a podcasting. So I understand why there is a need to fill your days with other activities. You need to
not
get out
those
of
things. Not those things. Doing the things that you don't need to do.
Yeah. I still think that there are times that we actually fill our days with certain things that does not make you happy. So find those things that gives you excitement. Find those things that make you happy. Find something to look forward to, and adulting would be better.
A little bit
would be better.
More bearable. A little bit, because trust me, adulthood is still going to whine you. But you know what? Don't panic. Okay? It's the truth. Adulthood will whine you, but don't panic. Stay jiggy. And if you are in the life situation such as ours, that you're just trying to find other things to fill your days with, that don't feel like responsibilities for you. Yeah, if it's reading, taking walks, starting a podcast, creating content, just meeting new people. Oh my gosh.
Speaking of that, I think this journey actually started for me from sometime last year, because there was something I used to do. Like, I used to read a lot, and I realized that I've actually not been reading. Last year, I started going back to all those things that I used to love. I started going back to reading. So I went back to books that I really enjoyed to get into it, and that helped. And I've been feeling better. And there's another thing that it triggered for me this week that I'm not going to share today. I think I've told you about it. I'll share it with you behind the camera.
You'll find out later.
Behind the camera.
You'll find out later.
But the summary is that if you need to pick up something that you used to enjoy a lot and that you've dropped, to get back into just to get out of those emotions, please do it. Trust me, it is amazing. So like the times I would typically spend, like on my commute to work, I am reading or I'm listening to a podcast.
So whatever you feel like helps you feel alive, it helps you feel like you're not just going through, just living life and just barely existing. Please do it. And
if you can't figure it out yet, start from something that you've dropped or not, or
it doesn't have to
something
be new.
It doesn't
have to be brand new. Just do something, right? And hopefully we're able to figure out this thing called adulthood, adulting, whatever the right one is, together. And when
you make this decision, we wanted to share with us. You don't have to give us all the specific details, right? But
Well,
once
I would like to know the details.
Once you've decided on what you want to pick on, share with us, share with the community. Remember, see how I said community, speaking those things into existence.
Bang, 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 bang. Even if it's one person that you help with your decisions or like the choices you are now making going forward, that's one too many. That's good. That's progress. And even if you don't help anybody, you help yourself, right?
Yeah.
So
yes,
let's hear from you.
Let's all get out of this motion, this autopilot we are on. We're not doing that again. We are doing fun things. We are living.
Going forward.
We're enjoying. Yes, life is going to always throw you curveballs, but we are standing on top. Yeah. We're going to enjoy every moment of it.
Guys. Thanks, people. Thanks, everyone, for joining us for another episode. And hopefully you'll stick around, stick with us, listen to us. Share it to your moms, your dads, your boyfriend, your exes, your current, your future, your friends, enemies, everybody. Like, share, follow us on social media. Even if we're not fun, just listen to us, right? Until next week. Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you for hanging out with us.
We drop new episodes every other Sunday, so make sure to follow or subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast.
We'd love to hear from you, so give us a like, follow, comment, DM on Instagram or TikTok.
Until next time, bye.